Hello everyone, welcome back to Sanskrit Amrit. Dear students, we are studying chapter number 13, and today's video we will study that which these seasons are actually very helpful to eliminate the different dosas. So which season is specifically very important, very useful to eliminate different dosas, right? We already studied, I mean, in your Kriya Sarir or Sanhita Adhyayan, you must have studied about this Rutucharya chapter number 2, number 3, that is chapter number 3, that we do not have in our syllabus, so we did not study this. But you certainly understood that which season is having the dominancy of Vata, and similarly different seasons like having the dominancy of Pitta and Kapha as well. So in Grishma season, Vata is very high, right? Accumulation of Vata occurs. Then in Varsa Ritu, right, in rainy season, Pitta's dominancy is there. And then in the Sisira, sorry, in the Hemanta Ritu, in the winter seasons, Kapha, that is actually having the dominancy. Kapha's dominancy is there in that. Now when you have these different Vata Pitta Kapha's accumulation, right, you need a certain time where you can eliminate these doshas. See, here we are discussing this about for very healthy person, right, who are actually struggling with a normal Vata Pitta Kapha disorders. The accumulation occurred in the body. Here we are not discussing about the elimination of doshas, Vata Pitta Kaphas in these particular seasons for actual very serious disease, because this statement what I am speaking, that is written there here in this chapter number 13. So this one is for the healthy person as a swastha. By keeping in mind the swastha vrittam, they said that in which season, right, which time, which month we should actually try to eliminate the dosas. So as I mentioned about Grishma Ritu, Varsa Ritu and Sisira Ritu, Hemanta Ritu, right, means the winter season. In these three different seasons, Vata Pitta Kapha respectively accumulated, and these doshas can be eliminated right after these all seasons. So at the end of Grishma season, right, and before the next season starts, that middle time between two seasons, that middle time is called Sadharana Ritu. Sadharana Ritu means suitable time, and there we try to eliminate the doshas, right? Like after Grishma, Sadharana Ritu comes, that particular time comes, that is called as Shravana month in Hindu calendar. You see, Shravana month comes right after the Grishma season, right? Then after Varsa Ritu, we see the accumulation of uh, Pitta disorder, Pitta, right? And that after Varsa Ritu, Kartika month comes, okay? And then right after this Sisir Ritu, we have actually the uh, Chaitra month, okay? So this is how the sloka is written here. I'm sorry, I said after Varsa Ritu, Kartika month comes, and after Sisir Ritu, Chaitra month comes. So that is what written here. So here we have the sloka number 33. Pay attention. Sravane Kartike Chaitre Masi Sadharane Krama. I'm sorry about this. Grishma Varsha Hima Chitan Vaivadina Sunirharet. So students, Sravane, Kartike, Chaitre, these three are the names of month, right? Shravan month, Kartik month and Chaitra month. In these 3 months, in Shravan month, in Kartik month, in Chaitra month, Masi, Sadharane. Sadharane Masi, switch these both words. In this suitable time, these are considered as the suitable timing. And I already told what is suitable time, right? Kramat, respectively, for what? Respectively for this Grishma, Varsa, Hima, Chitan, right? Means the accumulation. Chitan means the accumulation of Vajvadinashu. Now here you read Vayu plus Adin plus Asu. Yan Sandhi, U change to Va. So Vayu plus Adin plus Asu. Vayu, Vata, Adin means etc. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, right? Etc. Asu, immediately, which are accumulated. Chitan means accumulated in which three seasons? Grishma. So Vata in the Grishma, then Pitta in the Varsa season, and Hima is not Hemant. Hima here means Sisira Ritu. Okay. So in Sisira Ritu, the accumulation of Kapha occurred. So these three could be, Asu means immediately, Nirharet should be eliminated. But in which month? These months, Shravana, Kartika and Chaitra. Now let me tell you students, at the end of this Grishma, Shravana month comes. Then after Varsa Ritu, Kartika month comes. And after Sisira Ritu, Chaitra month comes. Alright. So these 3 months, Hindu calendar months, are actually following with these three. So these 3 months are actually considered to be the Sadharana Ritu, Sadharana Masi. So in these 3 months, Vayu etc., Vata, Pitta, Kapha etc. should be eliminated. Clear? Then we have the next shloka. Here you read, Atyushna Varsha Sita hi Grishma Varsha hi Magamaha Sandho Sadharane Tesham Dushtan Doshan Vishodayet. Atyushna, extremely hot. Varsha, extremely rainy. Extremely Sita, cold. Right? Extremely cold. Sita. He, indeed. Grishma Varsha hi ma agamaha. Grishma season, extremely hot. Varsha, extremely rainy. And Hima means Sisira Ritu, extremely cold. Agamaha means full of. Right? So these seasons are actually full of these heat, rain and cold. So Sandho Sadharane Tesham Dushtan. Sandho Sadharane, in the Sandhi. Sandhi is actually the joining. So joining means the middle time, joining of 2 seasons. Joining of Grishma and Varsa, that is called the middle time. That is called the Sadharana Ritu. Right? I already told Sadharana Ritu, that comes in between 2. So Sandho means the Sandhi means joining. So joining of these 2 seasons means that middle time is called as Sadharana. That in that Sadharana season, Tesham Dushtan Doshan. Tesham means there. There means of these Vata Pitta Kapha doshas. Dushtan Doshan, these Dushta doshas, these vitiated doshas, Vishodayet should be eliminated. Right? Should be treated. So Grishma, Varsa and Sisira Ritu are abundantly embodied with heat, rain and cold respectively. So the period in between, I say no, Sandho, in between, Sadharana is called as Sadharana Ritu. And this Sadharana Ritu are actually very much suitable for the Sodhana therapy, for treatment. Okay. Then next, as I said, this advice is given here only for some kind of a healthy persons, right, in common. So here you read, Swastha Vruttam Abhipretya Vyadho Vyadhi Vasena tu. So for the maintenance of positive health in the healthy individuals, one should undergo the purificatory measures in the Sadharana Ritu student. Right? Just for the maintenance of positive health. Otherwise, it is not for the serious disease. But here they mention, for treating a disease by means of Sodhana therapy, basing on the severity of the disease, it can be conducted as and when necessary. Okay. So, Swastha Vruttam plus Abhipretya student. Abhipretya means according to. Swastha Vruttam. So, Swastha Vruttam is actually the maintaining of the positive health. Right? So, as per the maintenance of the positive health, one should actually take the advice as it is given here above. Right? But if the person is struggling with Vyadho means in Vyadhi, it is Saptami Vibhakti Ekvachan. So if the person is actually struggling with very serious disease, then Vyadhi Vasena, according to Vyadhi, Vasena means Vyadhi Vasa word is there. Trutiya Ekvachan is Vyadhi Vasena. So as per the Vyadhi, as per the disease, the treatment should be given, right, by following the Sodhana therapy. right, means of sodhana therapy. So accordingly you should treat the disease, right, when it is a very serious disease. Otherwise here they said all these advices are given in the above slokas only for the maintenance of positive health in the uh, healthy individuals. It is not advised, it is not the only treatment or advisable treatment for the serious disease also. No, this is only for the common people like you and me who are normally struggling with some common disease, right? In the some seasons we start having cold, little bit fever. So these are the seasonal problems, right? Seasonal flu we say. So for you and me, like individual who are healthy, so for the maintenance of good health, these should be followed, right? This sadharana season you should treat these vata pitta kapha doshas. But for serious disease, you should follow all the important necessary therapies, right? So that is what the statement is given here. Now next they discuss about कृत्वा शीतोष्णवृष्टीनां प्रतीकारं यथा यथं प्रयोजयेत् क्रियां प्राप्तां क्रियाकालं न हापयेत्. Students, after having overcome the effects of the seasons, so once you just actually eliminate the doshas that occurred in the different seasons, right, by adopting, how you will do it? By adopting the suitable proactive measures, right? Necessary treatment should be, after that necessary treatment also should be administered without progressing the other stage of the disease, student. So here they said once krutva, after doing what? Pratikaram. Can you see here? Pratikaram krutva together. So what is pratikaram krutva? After treating, having overcome what? Having overcome the effect of which seasons? Sita Ushna Vrushti, called, the Sisira. Ushna means the Grishma season, and Vrushti Varsa Ritu. So after just treating, right, after getting the proper treatment of the effect of these three seasons, right, then yatha yatham, accordingly, whatever the suitable corrective measures that we implement, we adopt. So accordingly we do it. After doing that, prayojayet kriyam praptam. Praptam kriyam you should take. Praptam kriyam. Praptam kriyam means necessary treatment. Kriyam is treatment, we know. Praptam means actually the necessary, whatever is most important, necessary, that treatment prayojayet should be administered, should be implemented, right? Why? Because kriya kalam na hapayet. And you people already studied about kriya kalam, student. Kriya kalam, we have actually the different kriya kalam, right? Different stages of the disease, medical intervention we have. The initially the accumulation is there, then next is prakopa, then we have prasara, and then sthana sansraya. So we should not actually kriya kalam na hapayet. We should not, here you read, the without progressing, we should not allow to progress these doshas towards the other stages. So without progressing the other stages of the disease, right? Kriya kalam na hapayet, should not allow. Okay, kriya kalam, and we should not actually ignore. Hapayat means ignore. We should not ignore this kriya kal. If we will ignore and will not treat this properly in the initial stages, then doshas will start accumulation, and then vitiation, and then prasara, spread, and then ultimately the sthana sansraya, and obviously the different serious disease also can be occurred. Okay, so that we need to take care. Okay, so after that we have Aushadha Sevana Kala. Now students, before we continue this 37 to 41st sloka, I want to tell you something about what is Aushadha Sevana. Sevana means taking, Aushadha means medicine. So consuming the medicine, taking the medicine, but at different times. Normally we know about the taking medicine in different times. Generally the doctor prescribes in the morning, in the afternoon, in the meal, at the lunch time, and then in the dinner. I mean after the dinner at night time or before dinner, some medicines are advisable to eat. Now we know about 2 3, but there are 10 different times that are mentioned here to take the medicines. 10 different times. Now there are some times given that you need to take medicine in the early morning, I mean just after your breakfast. Some are in the evening time, in the night time, and some are there before eating and after eating also. Some are in the middle of your meal, right? Some medicine one time is in the middle of your meal, and one medicine can be taken with every bite. Means you have taken a bite, add the medicine in it, and eat, consume that bite. And one time in the interval of every bite, means you have taken a bite, right? Then take the medicine separately. Then again you take another bite of food. So like that, after every bite, in the middle of every bite, that is also one time. One is the timing that you should take the medicine before and after a meal. It could be in the morning, evening, or in the afternoon or noon time. So like this, different times. Also the sevana kala given there. Okay. So let us study about this as it is written here in the sloka. See, युञ्जादनन्नमन्नादौ मध्यन्ते कवलान्तरे ग्रासे ग्रासे मुहुसान्नं सामुद्गं निशिचौषधं कफोद्रेके गदेनन्नं बलिनो रोगरोगिणः अन्नादौ विगुणे पाने समाने मध्य इष्यते व्यानेन्ते प्रातरासस्य सायमासस्य तुत्तरे ग्रासग्रासान्तयो प्राणे प्रदुष्टे मातरिष्वनि मुहुर्मुहुर्विषच्छर्दी इदमातृश्वासकाशिषु योज्यं सभोज्यं वैषज्यं भोज्यश्चित्रे ररोचके कंपाक्षे पकहिदमासु सामुद्गं लघुभोजिनाम् ऊर्ध्वजत्रुविकारेषु स्वप्नकाले प्रशस्यते. Now students, here you read yunjyat. Ta, the is there in the sloka, but it is actually ta, dental ta, first letter, dental ta. Now ta is converted to the, the jastva sandhi, first letter convert to third. Yunjyat means one should take, one should use, right? One should take the medicine. Here you read the last word, chausadam, cha plus ausadam means medicine. So one should take the medicine 10 times, no? So first you read anannam or nannam. O is there with the, because ta was half, O is joined, so ta becomes the and then O. So the full. So anannam means without food. Clear? In the empty stomach. Then next you read annado, dirgha sandhi. Before taking food, annado. Okay, one is without food, one is before food. Then madhye, in the middle of the meal. Ante, at the end of the meal. Kavalantare means in the middle of every bolus, right? Means every bites, in between every bites. Grase with every bite. Gras means bite, so grase with every bite. Muhuhu means frequently, right? Sannam, sa plus annam. Annam means food, meal. Sa means with. With food means mixed with the food. While you are cooking the food, you should add it in that. Clear? In that food. So sannam. Then samudgam. Samudgam is before meal and after meal. And nishi, obviously the night time. So ausat could be the medicine, drugs to be taken in these 10 times. Now which disorders, which disease, and accordingly which medicine to be taken, so that is what written here. Pay attention. kaphodreke gade. Gade is basically disease, the different disease, right? So gada means what? Specifically gada meaning is roga, right? Roga and gada synonym. So in the disease related to kaphodreke, when the kapha is highly increased, kaphodreke means kapha is highly increased in that disease, anannam, without food, right? Then balinaha roga roginoho. Balinaha means very powerful. Roga roginaha, when the disease is very powerful, right? And the the patient is also struggling with very powerful disease. So in that roga roginaha, two words we have. In that two words, if you see, students, Sashti Vibhakti Bahuvachan is given, roga roginoho. So one roga we know as the disease, roga word, and second word roginoho, in that we have rogin word. What is the root word? Rogin. Okay, so one roga as disease and rogi means the patient. For them both. So if the disease is very powerful, right, then you should take the medicine, without food, and how you should take, when you should take the food, then they say anannam. Anannam means without food. So if the disease is extremely powerful, balinaha, right, then you should take the medicine without food, number one. Clear? Then next, annado. Anna means before food. Clear? Anna plus ado, dirgha sandhi, right? So in that case, you should take annado vigune pane. When you should take the medicine before food? Vigune apane. Vigune apane means when the apana vayu is viguna. Viguna means vitiated, right? So in terms of the vitiation of apana vayu, you should take the food, you should take the drug before food. Clear? Next, we have samane. In the vitiation of samana vayu, we should take the drugs madhya, in the middle of food. Ishyate means expected. Clear? Next we have vyane and ante. So when the vyana vayu is vitiated, then ante, at the end of the food, we should take the medicine. Pratarasasya sayamasasya tu uttare. Right? Now here we discuss about prana, apana vayu, samana vayu, vyana vayu, and uttara means here udana vayu. Correct? Means when the udana vayu is actually vitiated, then we should take the medicine in the sayamasasya. Here they said vyana vayu vitiated, then ante, end of the pratarasasya. So you should take this pratarasasya word at the end of pratarasa. Now what is pratarasa, student? Pratarasa means morning breakfast, right? Whatever breakfast we have in the morning. After that you take, if the vyana vayu is vitiated. And if uttare, tuttare, you are reading dirgha sandhi is there, tu plus uttare. If uttara means in the udana vayu vitiation, sayamasasya. Now sayamasasya means the evening snacks. Okay. After evening snack, you should take the medicine if the udana vayu is vitiated. Then grasa grasantayoho. Remember, grasa antayoho. Ant means end. End of every grass means obviously in between every bolus, right? In between each bolus, you should take the drugs. But when prane pradushte. Prane pradushte means prana vayu is vitiated. Pradushte is vitiated. Matariswani. Here matariswani, the root word is matariswan. That means the vayu. Okay. So prane pradushte matariswani. When prana matariswani, prana vayu, pradushte means vitiated. So when prana vayu is vitiated, you should take the medicine in between every bolus every bite. Clear? Next we have 40th sloka, student. Look at this. Muhur muhu visachar the muhuhu muhuhu. Muhuhu muhu means frequently you should take the medicine. When visha, any poisonous disorders we have, chardi, right, vomiting, hidma, the hiccups, throat, thirst, swasa, right, heavy breathing, and kasa. Kasisu means kasa means cough. So in this disease we should take the medicine frequently. Then yojyam sabojyam. Yojyam means we should use. We should use the medicine, means we should take the medicine. Sabojyam. Sabojyam means with food. Means while we are cooking the food, we should add that medicine. Bheshajyam means the medicine. But we should add the medicine with the food, right? When we are cooking the food, but with which way? Then they said, Bhojyeis chitre rarochake. Let me disjoin this word here, student. Bhojye chitre arochake, student. Now see, rochaka means desirable. Arochaka means disliked. If the medicine, actually is that much of a bad taste and person does not like it is to be taken with even food, then you read here bhojye chitre. Now you do one thing, visarga here. If you understand, visarga is actually converted to palatal sha, and here also same thing. This visarga is actually converted to sha, so that's why you are reading bhojyehi, Bhojyeis chitre rarochake. Sorry, here it changed to ra. Alantara. My dear students, bhojyehi chitre, in that case you do one thing. You switch this chitrehi to be switched and should be spoken first. Now you read chitrehi bhojye means with tasty food, with tasty food items. Understand? So they say you should use the medicine mixed with the food, but with the tasty foods. Bhojya means food, chitre means tasty, and third case plural, no, by ramehi, by many ramas, so by a different type of food substances. So you add that medicine, mix it with the different tasty food, and then you use it, yojyam. Okay? When arochake, when the medicine is not actually liked, by the person. So like this you should take the medicine as it is explained here. Kampakshepa ka hidmasu. Arochake in the actually arochaka is anorexia. Correct, student? Let us see here. Arochake you should say. Let me show you. Arochaka drug is mixed. Sambojya mixed with the food. Arochaka drug is mixed with the different substances of different type of substances in arochaka, right? So arochaka, we know that something that a person does not like. Okay. Next, kampakshepaka hidamasu. Students, three words we have: kampa plus akshepa and hidama. Kampa, tremor, right? Then akshepa, akshepaka, and hidama. Hidama is actually the hiccups, and akshepaka also there. So three different diseases they mentioned here: kampa, akshepaka, and hidama. In this condition, which when the drug should be taken, then here you read samudgam is written. Samudgam means before and after lunch. Laghu bhojinam, for the people who are taking light food. Laghu means light, bhojinam means the people who are taking food. So people who take light food should take the medicine before and after meal, but specifically in these three disorders, Kampa, Akshepa and Hidma. Because see, Kampa, Akshepa, Hidma, su Saptami Bahuvachan is written. Okay. Then Urdhva Jatru Vikareshu. When Urdhva Jatru, Urdhva means up, Jatru means this part specifically, you must be heard, you must have studied in anatomy. This part is considered as Jatru. Urdhva means up, means this part, our head, right? So above Jatru, above this shoulder level, whatever disease occurred, Vikaresu means in the disease that occurred above the Jatru, above shoulder part, when the medicine to be taken, Swapna Kale means in the night time. Prasasyate means advisable. Prasasyate means advisable. So as we studied the different disease, different times of taking the medicine given, explained here. Now students, here we actually finished chapter number 13. Chapter number 14 we will start in the next video. That is the last chapter going to be for this term 2, and immediately we'll start term 3 syllabus, the most important topic of term 3 that we will see, which is very important for exam. However, we will cover everything of term 3, but let us first study about this chapter 14. Chapter 14 is about Dvividhopakramaniya, two types of treatment, right? Langana and Bruhana, that we will study in the next part of the video. Okay, till then, take care of yourself. Thank you so much for being. Bye bye.